everybody, Merry Christmas. It's the Corporate Vegan and I'm in the kitchen today and I'm cooking up a no-bake berry cheesecake. Super simple, super delicious. I can't wait to show it to you. So check it out and let me know what you think. All right, so I'm gonna start with the base of my cheesecake, which is just gonna be some crushed almonds and some dates and then just a pinch of salt. Crush that up, layer the base of my cheesecake. And I forgot to mention, but I'm doing individual cheesecakes. So you can do this as one massive cheesecake or you can just do them individual. I'm opting for the individual ones because I just feel like there's less fighting going on when you have an individual cheesecake all to yourself. All right, so now I've gotten it out of the magic bullet and I'm just going to knead it a little bit, and that's just to make sure that all of the almond bits get crushed together with the dates, and the dates are what makes it sticky and it makes it hold together, so you want to make sure that you don't got any loose bits going around. Basically, the consistency you want to get is kind of like what you would get with dough, so that's what you're aiming for. All right, so next up you're going to make the filling. So I've already kind of let some cashews sit. Again, you want to let these sit for about 30 minutes at least, but the longer the better. You want to get them as soft as possible because it makes it, when you're processing it all together, it makes it a lot easier. Then I'm going to add some maple syrup, some lemon juice, coconut yogurt, and just some water. Mix it all together, and that's going to be your filling. So now, if you're like me and using a magic bullet instead of a fancy food processor, what you probably want to do is mix all of the ingredients into a large bowl, and then just add it into the magic bullet 1 cup at a time. All right, so now once you've got your last batch in, it should kind of come up and looking like this. Just adjust that camera. It's a nice consistency. And like, be sure to taste as you're going. I just tried the crust, and I actually had a very special assistant come help me put the crust in, but you can kind of see here, you start to layer each of your individual cheesecake containers like this, but give everything a taste as you're going. Even if the recipe, wow, that is so good. So good. So excited for this. So, just mix this a little bit, especially if you're doing it the way that I'm doing it, where you're going a cup at a time into the blender. You might find that your last batch is a little bit more watery, so you just want to mix everything together, nice consistency, and then you want to throw it into the refrigerator. Keep it in there for as long as you can, the longer the better. Minimum 30 minutes to an hour, and you should be all set. So that's what I'm going to do right now. All right, so the next step is to put, or to get the berry topping. Now this is really straightforward as well. I think this whole recipe is. You just want to get some blackberries and some blueberries, but you can use any filling that you want. Cherries would also be really great, but we just opted for blackberries and blueberries. These are frozen berries. You can obviously use fresh if you have them. We didn't, so we're just using these. You're just going to throw them into a pot, a small pot, and then add some water as well as some sugar. And then you're just going to reduce for about 7 to 10 minutes, and then it will be ready to top onto the cheesecake filling. Right, so those last instructions were a little bit cryptic. What you actually want to do is when you throw the berries into the saucepan, you want to wait until the berries break down and then the mixture thickens, and then you know you're ready to go. Also cook it on medium-low heat so you don't burn them. All right, so we've let the filling chill for a bit. Now we're just gonna start putting the cheesecakes together. Start with the crust, so add about 2 tablespoons of the date and almond mixture into the bottom of your little cups, and find something that's kind of circular so that you can kind of push it down into the base. We found the caps of a Swell bottle, which seems to be working perfectly. All right, so I've got the filling out of the fridge and I've got all of my individual cheesecake cups ready to go. Just take a look at this just for a second. Look at that, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. Then you add 5 to 6 tablespoons of the filling into each one of the individual cups. And then what you want to do is you'll let it sit for about 10 minutes in the fridge before you add on the berries. All right, so I've taken the cheesecakes out of the fridge. They've been chilling for about 10 minutes, and I've got the berries off of the stove, and now I'm just going to add 1 to 2 tablespoons onto each, and then let them sit in the fridge for another 30 minutes. All right, so there you have it, a beautiful vegan cheesecake. no baking required. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. It was super simple. I can't wait to dig into this. And just before I sign off, I just want to say have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.